good? You good in there? That sound, I'm trying to find the camera, the sound portion itself. Still ain't got nothing. One, Shar here. What'd it say? What'd you say? Still no sound, Shar 1. Text here.
Match 1 if y'all can hear. If y'all can hear, match 1.
Ask Shar to hit it again. If he hears it on 1. Just sound. Somebody else to hit it.
Brother Quan and him hit 1.
Okay,
they
good.
Here.
Shalom Israel. We're the ISUPK. We're going to start over Salaki for the technical difficulties. Shalom Israel. We're the ISUPK. Start off 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Under Commander Junior Hanna, started off 1969, where we teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians make up the 12 tribes of Israel. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group.
Right.
We're not affiliated with any group for that matter. We're teaching the Lashawan Qadash class here in Greenville, South Carolina, more in particular, Simpsonville, South Carolina. South Carolina camp, where we teach the Lashawan Qadash class Friday night, OFC.CHAAZAQ SHAPAR, where we teach ancient Hebrew and Assyrian Hebrew. And the original Hebrew, what Adam spoke, man, the Most High gave it to us. I see people checking into the class, checking into the chat, right? We got a good sound. Look like we got sound, right?
Okay.
Okay. Who else checking in there?
You got Brother Marcus.
Brother Marcus, glad to have you in class, Marcus.
You got also Charbon.
Okay, Shar and
Quan.
Laquan. Good. Good. Glad people checking in the class, man. We have a decent class tonight. We're going to pick up a little bit in the tenses because we're going to get people to write and speak Hebrew. And what we learned last week, man, we learned in the present tense, of course. We're going to go over a little bit of past, a little bit of future. Then we're going to go over some number systems here. And we're going to get you guys to participate because that's how we mostly learn, by participating on your own and participating in the chat. What's we got in there? Anybody?
Nolly Dre.
Nolly. Got Nolly in there. Glad to have you, Nolly, man. You know, doing a great job, bro. Hang in there. Keep doing what you're doing. Well, we teach the ancient Hebrew, man. That's our original, what Adam had, man, when he named the animals, man. You know, name all the tree, name everything, man. The tree. Adam was, you know, he started off with that. All of the Hebrew, man, the Most High gave us for our holy tongue, man. That's what it means. Lashawan Qadash. It's our holy tongue, man. You know, and of course we got in captivity a few times, man. And one of those times was in Assyria, you know. And that Syrian Hebrew, man, we learned different sounds. We kept the same sound, but we had different symbols for those sounds. And that's what Hebrew is. You know, it's a sound and a symbol, okay, or a character. And that's what we're going to learn tonight. We're going to go over it a little bit more as we've been going on. Some of the class, sometimes, like Nolly was saying, it's new to him, but you hanging in, Nolly. Hang in there, everybody. I mean, here's the thing, because we teach, you know, sometimes advanced classes, and, you know, the tenses are a little bit advanced, but however, we break it down so everybody can participate so it won't be so advanced. So that's the reason why we make sure you check in and participate, okay? And we're going to go over it, and we'll clap it up in class, man. That gives everybody confidence. But that's what we're doing, man. We're teaching the Hebrew. When you go from the chart, how many characters are there in Hebrew? Anybody? Raise your hand. In the chat. Somebody put in the chat. Duan, Nolly, you know. How many characters? I mean, we normally have some of the sisters in class, you know. I know they're going to join us, you know. And they Sister Shara, Parabah, and who else we have in class? We have a lot of sisters that check in. Who else? Anybody else checking in class? Okay. Well, you know, the sisters will check in too, officer. Who was that then?
Brother Quan said 22.
Quan said 22. Clap it up for that brother right there. Exactly right. There are 22 characters in the Hebrew, man. There's 22 in there. 22 characters, man. That's 22 characters. Now, how many? That's in the ancient Hebrew, of course. The Syrian Hebrew has how many characters? Because if you know, it has the same, but it has something special going on there. So how many characters? Who's checking in the class now?
Ratazak.
Ratazak, you have Ratazak, Trooper Ratazak, man, working on his credentials there. How many? Salaki for a second. Salaki for that. How many characters? Quan say 22 characters, and he's right. Now, but that's in the ancient Hebrew, the original Hebrew. Of course, when we got in captivity, we got added some characters, some more characters, and how many are there? And so that either tell me how many characters there are, or how many characters there are in ancient. I mean, the Assyrian Hebrew. The ancient has 22. That's exactly right, 22. That's the ancient Hebrew, right? Well, what about the Assyrian? The Syrian Hebrew, what about that? How many do they have? I mean, you know, Syrian Hebrew has characters. I mean, the characters is nothing but a picture that makes sound. And that's what we did back then, man. It's like if you would go, you say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P. That's in this heathen language that we learn in English, man, a language that no one understands. But then we have in our, anybody come up with that? Yeah.
Brother Quan said 22 with 5 ending characters.
22 and 5 ending, right? So he said 22, right? And 5 ending characters makes how many? 27 total, right? In the Assyrian, right? And clap it up for that brother, man. You know, clap it up for that brother. Exactly right. You know, exactly right. So when we say Abba Gada Hawazaka, Tayakala Manasa I Pataza Kwarashata. It's the same thing in the ancient as it is in the Assyrian. Only in the Assyrian, man, has 5 special characters. And what do we do with those 5 special characters, Quan? And anybody else that's in the chat? I mean, why do we need them? When do you use them? Let's put it that way. When do we use these special characters? Let me know. When do we use them? Quan, we have 5. You're right. So when do we use those special characters? When do we use them? It's kind of like a review. This is for brothers that there. This is for brothers and sisters who just starting out and want to know, okay, you know, what do I do with this Hebrew, man? You know, because you know, you have words like the earth, like a word like the earth. You spell it, you know, it's the earth is Aratazah. Aratazah, right? That's what the earth is. That's how you do it. So, everybody, go ahead.
Brother Marcus said the end of a word.
At the end of a word. Clap it up. Marcus said it. Marcus, remember that, right? Good, Marcus. Good. You said it. Who else?
Brother Quan said the same thing.
At the end of the word. Clap it up for them brothers, Aisha. Obviously, they listen, man. They on the ball because they understand, you know, like if I said a word like earth, and this is just kind of like a review, okay? So we saying we're gonna spell it in the ancient here for just sake of understanding because it spells better. We'll put a Syrian on there also. So in the ancient Hebrew, Aratazah means earth. And last week we learned that Ha-Aratazah is the earth. Okay, because Ha is a preposition. That's a preposition, okay? That's just how you say it. Ha-Aratazah, the earth. So let's spell it out. Let's put some stuff up here. More information on the board, man. The special characters, and we'll show you in a second here how we do the special characters after we do the ancient, okay? So you can see it a little better. So we say Ah, that's Ah. Then we say Ra, okay? All right, that's a Ra, and then we say Tazah, okay? And of course you go here, right? Ah, like this, and of course remember that how we make the R's big and bordered a little bit different than some of the other letters. They're kind of like wider. Okay, a Ra, SHAPAR. And then of course, do we got some erasers up in this bad boy? What we got? Oh, here we go. Sorry about that. I didn't want to get it so close to the for explanation purposes here. There we go. All right, let's go here. Let's put it down here. We have a little room, right? Just like that. A little sloppy today. But there we go. That's the big R right there. Ara. And then we have like this. Tazah. Okay? So let so here we go. All right. Aratazah. In other words, that is an ending character right there.
Right.
Asha, put the ending characters on the board for me if you don't mind, Baba Pusha. Right over here. That's 5 of them. Quan and who else said that they were ending characters, right?
Let me write the symbol on top of it too. Name.
Yeah, I guess here. Just give yourself some room there. Yeah, just erase that there. Give yourself some room. Write in the characters so Nolly and the other brothers can see. That's they're getting kind of messed up there on me. Now don't worry about it. We'll take care of it later. Yeah, write the ending characters. And that's what he's doing here. He's writing Ra to Za. And then we're going to show you at the end is a special character when you're writing the Assyrian. And we don't care when we write the ancient, we'll show you that's good. You wrote the flat bottom, okay? You write them in ancient, right?
Oh, you want me to do
I mean Assyrian, right?
Okay.
Well, you have to write Assyrian. I said the wrong thing. Sorry, Salaki. Don't worry about it. What's that?
Nah, it's just weird.
Nah, that ain't a nah. Here. Definitely not. I don't want a nah look like that. Nah's got to be slanted. Remember? See that little curve like slant up there? Yeah, there we go. Now that's a nah. Okay? Because it starts to look like a ka, right?
Okay.
And then what's that? A pa, right?
Okay.
There you go. There you go. Got a bit of artist almost, huh?
Right.
Okay, go ahead, finish up. You're doing great. Doing a fantastic job, man. Came a long way from a trooper, man, writing on the, going back and forth doing some of this lesson, right? And then put the stem on there, it's got to be longer. There you go. Now that's what that's explained. That's what that explained that Ratazah right there.
Explain it.
That's where it is, yeah. Now show what does a Tazah look like in normal form in the Assyrian?
Backwards Y. Oh,
Go ahead. Yeah.
normal.
Yeah, do it. Just write it out there somewhere on the bottom. Yeah, there you go. So we're explaining that special character right there. I mean, it seems sort of, yeah, there you go. Sort of like, yeah, you can do better than that. Erase that. Make that better. Like make it, first of all, make a little glorified Z. Like a little glorified Z.
Like a Z?
Yep, like, no, the other way. I'm sorry. Here. Let me teach you how to do it. Let me teach you how to do it better. Let me teach you how to do it better. I'm sorry. Okay. Like that. Okay. Sort of like that. How about that?
Gotcha.
That's better? Sort of like that? I didn't mean, yeah, I mean, it looks more like it, right? Now, explain the difference as far as the Tazah is concerned.
The Tazah,
Right.
the ending character on the Tazah,
Right there.
it just simply looks like a backward Y.
Mm-hmm.
But without the ending character, this is how the Tazah would look.
Right.
It's like a backwards Z-ish.
Right. And then, so why wouldn't we use that one here? Because that's what they're saying.
Because it'd be a complete different word.
It'd be complete,
incorrect.
right? Exactly, being correct. Because that's the way we were taught in our Syrian captivity to use the 5 ending characters. So now we're using this little glorified Y right there, right?
Okay.
And for Tazah, because why? Because Tazah in the earth, Aratazah means the earth, right? But Tazah ends in a Tazah. I mean, the earth ends in a Tazah, right?
Okay.
So we have to use that special character on there. And that's what they're explaining on the board. That's what you just told them. right? So clap it up for him. Exactly right, all right? Okay, so these are the special characters. I appreciate that. These are the special characters that he's writing here. You know, ka, ma, and of course a na. You know, his la's a little slanted there. You know, a little longer stem. Sort of like that. Right? Sort of like that. You know, then you got a pa, right? Like that, right? Sort of like that, right? Okay. Anybody else in the chat?
Nah, sir.
And then we got the pa. I mean, you know, you'll see these. You'll see these if you look at the chart. Then you have the tazah. Of course, that's the normal tazah. And of course, that's the way it's written. So any questions on that in the chat? And I mean, you know, we're showing you that these 5 special characters, what Quan was saying, and what's the other guy? Somebody.
Brother Marcus.
Yeah.
Quan giving hand claps.
I need you right here. The Quan. Okay? The Quan and Marcus. The Quan and Marcus is saying that the Tazah right here. So let's clap it up for him. That's what the brother said. Clap it up for him. That's what the 5 special characters mean, because you know that's how we learn. We're learning that these characters, man, these characters mean a lot. So to know when to put them in place, that's when you do it. Like I said, to reiterate, when you have like Taza, okay, like this word right here, ta. I mean this letter here. I'm sorry, this character. Man, sorry. That right there is what the whole thing is about. A special character. That's the word you want to use. That's the ending character you want to use. That one right there. That's what that is. So we have a better understanding when we go and say, when we look at it, because if we use this, it will look funny and then we wouldn't understand it. At the first look of it, you'll be looking like, well, what is that? What is that? I thought I had, oh, here. We'll be wondering what it is, right? We'll be wondering what this was. But see, because if I put down that regular tazah, you wouldn't understand the word. I know I wouldn't. I'd be looking at it trying to figure it out instead of letting it flow with the 5 special characters, because that's the way. And I look at this language like a chicken scratch language, man, because that's not our original language, but that's right. The language that chicken scratch is not original, man. It ain't. But we have to learn it because a lot of our writings have been translated into the old Assyrian, and that's why we use that. Okay, that's the whole point. So you know, glad you guys understood that, man. Now we're going to get into last week we had the present tense. Now we're going to get into the past tense. I want you guys. Who else checked the class? Anybody? So y'all understand that, right? So I'm assuming you did. All right. So, I want you guys to translate this. Okay, it's locked. There we go. Okay, it's locked. We'll have a. Is that big enough? Can you see that, Asha?
Okay.
Pretty good on the board?
Okay.
Is that big enough for everybody? Okay. I have something up on here that's obvious in the past tense, and I want you guys to translate that for me. That means take your time and write out how you translate. The first thing you do is come up with the English. What does that look like? What is this? What is he trying? What is Qadash SHAPAR trying to say? That means you got to translate what this is in English. That's the first thing. And always do it from right to left. Hebrew is written from right to left, right? So right to left. So right to left. So translate what that is so I can write it out in English so we can figure out what this is trying to say. Okay? So that's what we're going to discover something. We're discovering past and future tenses here. How tense the future is, man. That's what we're getting at, man. We having a whole lot of things like in the streets where we have Lamentations. Give me Lamentations 4 and 17 out of there if you could for me, Isupk. Would you? We're gonna read. We're gonna show you how you can. In the past, it's like we'll show you a little bit about. If you could for me, Bob, Isupk.
Lamentations 4:17.
Yeah, read it out loud. Go ahead.
As for us,
Yeah.
our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
Right.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
That could not save. That's America, man. We watch for a nation that could not. Go ahead.
Brother Marcus spelled it out.
Yeah. Oh, he spelled it out? Okay, we're going to get to it. Finish reading that. We're going to get to that, Marcus, in 1 second here. We what now?
Verse 18.
Uh-huh.
They hunt our steps.
They what?
Hunt our steps.
They hunt our steps, man. But we have watched for what? We have watched for a nation. Right. Go ahead.
For a nation that could not save us.
Right. That could not save us. That's America, man. We watched, man. Finish reading.
Verse 18.
Uh-huh.
They hunt our steps.
They what?
Hunt our
They
steps.
hunting us down in the street, man. Trayvon Martin, man. They hunting who else? Ahmaud Arbery, man, and so on and so forth. Man, I can sit here and name the stuff all day, man.
Right.
They hunt our steps. The point is that we are watching for a nation that really can't even save us. Am I right? Finish reading.
That we cannot go in our streets.
Right.
Our end is near.
Right.
Our days are fulfilled.
Our days are fulfilled,
For our end is come.
Right. That's it, right? On 17?
That was 17 and 18.
Okay, good. Yeah, I appreciate that. And then see, we watched our step, and so let's find it. We have to find out something in the past, the future, what's going on here, man. What they're saying. So what does Marcus say, right? What Marcus got?
A-N.
A-N. All right, let's see what Marcus got. He got what?
A-N.
A-N.
A-Y-A.
A-Y-A.
And the second part is S-H-A.
S-H-A.
M-A.
M-A.
T-H-A.
T-H-A.
Y-A.
Y-A. Right? That's what he got, right?
Okay.
Okay, anybody else in there? Anybody else in that chat up in there? Let's see what we got, man. Anybody else? Anybody else? We'll give you guys more time. That's a good job, Marcus. We're going to see, man. We're going to see if you're right or wrong. The point is that you translated in English. You did what we asked. That's the point is, man. You followed the order, man. You followed the order from SHAPAR. I'm telling you, man. It's locked to the men above me. You got the order, man, and you translated that so we can see somebody giving us an order, man. We want to find out, not like a code. We're just giving out Hebrew, man. The other nations, they got their writing, but we have what we have on the board here. They watched our steps, man. They did what? They watched us, man. We watched for a nation that could not save us, could it? And that's America. This nation can't save us. Anybody else, man? Want to translate, give a crack? All you got to do, I'm not telling you actually what it is, just translate it in English. And Marcus say A-N-A, right? Y-A, right? Right? A-N-A-Y-A. Then he said S-H-A-M-A-T-H-Y-A, right?
T-H-A.
T-H-A-Y-A, right?
Come.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
Okay.
what we got.
Yeah, T-H-A, that's what we got. That's what he got on board. Anybody else? We give you guys about 15 more seconds here to see, check it out. See if Marcus is right, man. Check it out. Write it down yourself. Nolly, Quan, who else? I'm still waiting for the girls to check in too, man. Because I know. Labaya, Sharab. Who else? Anybody else got something written?
Quan. Come. A-H.
He got what?
A-H.
A H
N-A-Y-A.
N A Y A.
And the second half is S-H-A
S-H-A
M-A
M-A
T-H-A
T-H-A
Y-A.
Y-A, right?
Okay.
So they got the second part, the first part, almost the same there. So you got A-H-N-A-Y-A, right? Okay, good.
Yeah, that was it.
Huh?
That's it.
That's it?
Okay.
Okay, let's clap it up for him, Ever. Very good, very good. So let's do, y'all did a good job. Let's just gonna correct you just a little bit. Okay, Asha, here, correct that. I want you to sit here and write on the board here what that is.
So like, sir,
Go ahead.
if I could, I don't think that's a word. There's no connectors or,
Well, put them up there.
I mean, I don't even know what's supposed to spell.
You're right, put them up there. Oh, you want me to do it? Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, well, I see what you're saying. Here, do this. Well, I mean, I mean, you know. All right. Now, I mean, I'm just writing something on the board to see how y'all do it. Right? Okay? Now, y'all can amend your answer if you want to. If you want to keep the same, you can do that. Now you see it's a word, right?
okay.
Then you write down what it is then.
It's getting tricky. That's how we get messed up right here.
Uh-huh. I mean, you know, I put it down there purposely so y'all can see you say it ain't a word, so now write down kind of like, yeah, you can do that. Are you writing from right to left? Here.
Should I write it to?
Right, always write it. No, I mean, okay, I'm sorry, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can, you can, but go ahead and write it from left to right, because English is written from left to right. Go ahead. I think somebody else got something written down there too. You're going to write down what you think it is. Go ahead. Go ahead. I mean, pay attention to everything written down there. Right?
Okay.
Uh-huh. Slot you there. Who else?
Brother Marcus said, I'm keeping it the same.
Okay. All right, Marcus, that's what I like, man. He's standing by what he believes. I mean, that's what he says. Right? Right? That's what he says. Wait a minute. No, here. Put this one on. Put a blocky for that. Blocky for that. Put a connector right there. Connect those two. Yeah. And we'll explain connectors here in a second. That was the whole point, man. You erasing it now?
You change the word up.
That's all right. That's all right. I mean, hey, all I did was not put the connectors there. You came up with it. So I'm just putting them down. I mean, because that's what it is. That lets you know that you got to have these connectors up here, right? Right? You know what? Did I even put Slocky? Y'all here, erase this. Erase this. Erase this. Erase this right here. I forgot something. I apologize. I forgot one letter. Here. Put an R right here. Here. I forgot a what did I have here?
Ma, and then a rock.
There we go. Yeah. Now start over. I forgot to put the R in there. That's my fault. I apologize to you guys, okay? I apologize to you. I didn't put that in there. So you wouldn't have known what that was. Well, we're gonna start over and do it again, all right? I forgot a letter, and that makes a big difference, all right? Let's do it this way. Here you go, Asha. Lock. Yeah, I forgot this right here. I forgot the R. Thought that looked funny. Now do it. Now, as a matter of fact, wait for them. Hey, Marcus and DeQuan, y'all do it over. Just amend it just a little bit. See what you got. Because I added a letter there. That's my fault. So lock you to that. I added a letter. I added a letter.
Brother Marcus, he said S-H-A.
So go ahead, write it on the board.
S-H-A-M-A.
Here, I'll write it. As you tell them. Go ahead.
S-H-A.
S-H-A.
M-A.
Uh-huh.
R-A.
There you go. Uh-huh.
T-H-A.
T-H-A. Yeah, I wrote it down wrong. So
Y-A.
Y-A, okay. And what do you get for the top? Go ahead and
I believe he was keeping it the same.
well, whatever it is, Marcus and Quan, just go ahead and tell me what it is. Sorry about that. I forgot a whole letter, so that gives you a whole different understanding. That is my fault. That's SHAPAR's fault, so I own up to that. What you got?
A-N-A.
A-N-A.
Y-A.
That's Marcus, right?
Okay.
What Quan got?
Nothing just yet.
Juan, go ahead. Go ahead, man. Do what you gonna do. Because I messed up. I didn't put the R there. Then we'll get you translated again. We'll see what you say, right? I shot.
Okay.
Think about it. Anybody else?
Brother Quan got
Yeah.
S-H-A.
S-H-A.
M-A.
Right.
R-T-H.
R-T-H.
A-Y-A.
A-Y-A?
A-Y-A.
R-T-H-A. Read that again for make sure. S-H-A.
M-A.
Uh-huh.
R-T-H-A-Y-A.
T-H-A-Y-A. Okay, there we go. I buy that. I didn't think he meant another A there.
Oh, wow.
Okay, got you. So I heard you wrong, but I'm sorry. Okay, all right. All right. Anybody else?
Wow, sir.
And like I said, I added this R there, so that was my fault. And then I shot say, hey, man, you got no connectors. All right, well then how you gonna do the word? That's why I do it in the connectors, because the connectors are fine-tuned on it, man. The Syrian, you would miss this. You would miss this. But what we're talking about is something here. We're gonna show you what this means here. But we're talking about the tenses. We're gonna show you how the tenses are used, man. The tenses is like past, present, and future tense of a sentence, and this is important, man. And we gotta get the spelling correct, and now we have it correct. I left out an R, and I apologize. Okay? All right? Anybody else? Okay. Here you go. Here's your infamous pen. Go ahead, Asha. What you got? You gonna write it? And go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, just write it in English, then we'll what you think it is. And remember now, everything we did from last week. You remember your connectors, right? Okay, go ahead. You kind of misspelled it a little bit.
This one?
Yeah. That the R-A, I think you did. No, you
M-A.
yeah. Yeah, M-A. Only reason why I said this because I know you didn't meant Shamra. Go ahead. And let's see if we have somebody else in the chat. I don't know.
It's gonna be bad.
Well, take your time. You know, look at it, take your time, you know, don't pay, you know, I'll be quiet, go ahead. Okay, that's all right. All right, see, okay, see who else we got, and that's shot, so we got 3 people here. Huh?
That ain't it.
What, you want to change it?
Oh, Brother
I mean-
Quan said, is it future?
Huh?
Quan said, is it future? I guess future tense.
No, it's the past tense. It's the past tense, Quan. I ain't got to the future yet. It's not I'm not gonna surprise you whether it's past or future. I'll explain to you the past and future. But this right here is the past tense of something. So go ahead. Everybody got an answer in there?
That was the last one.
Yeah, but first, this ain't changed from any week. I just wanted you guys to spell in English what this is, and we'll translate it. Okay? Now you told me what you got. Like anaya sharmataya, right? Right? You know. Okay? Alright, this is what it is. This is here on the board. Come here, let me show you what it's supposed to be. Alright. Put right up there. Put it as big as you can. Even bigger than, yeah, right in there. A. Put it
A
big.
or
Yeah,
A.
A. Just A. Okay, now that A right there now, the reason why, I'm going to tell everybody here, the reason why, matter of fact, Marcus was close. Quan, I believe, was close. All of y'all were close. Everybody's close. The one thing you forget from the last lesson, and Marcus Bout picked it up, this N right here, when you're saying an A and an N there together, when you start off a sentence with an A, you drop the H. You do not need na. It's an. So put A-N. Why? Because we have explained what that is. Dependent connector, right?
Come.
That dependent connector connects an A and an N. It doesn't matter what's behind there. Because they're connected together, is looking for what sound. Well, it may matter, but in this case, you're looking for a sound. And that one sound, you're looking for a sound coupled together. In this case, it's an. So A-N. That's all you're looking for. You don't want to, and you don't look for the, you drop the H and you drop the A in front of the N. Why? Because they're connected together. Looking for, because you don't want to say ana. Why? Because it's not asking for that. It's asking for one sound, an. That's the whole point of a what? What kind of connector is that?
Dependent.
Say it out loud.
Dependent connector.
Dependent connector is looking for a single sound made out of 2 sounds, right?
Come.
That's the point, guys. Got it? Now, and what's another sound? And what's the last independent connector?
As far as right here.
No, we still right there.
Oh, independent is ya. Salaki.
So put ya there. And that gets the, why does that get the full YA? Why?
Because it's independent.
It's independent. It's gotta make a full sound, right?
Come.
And explain it again. So everybody understand, listen up.
All right, you have a R and a na.
Right.
But when you put both of these together and they're dependent on each other, you drop the A off of R.
You drop the H off of it.
The H, Salaki. The
And
H
why?
off of R.
Why?
Because you don't want to have 2 sounds like a ah, na.
Exactly.
You want it to be one, and on the na, you drop the A. So now it's
You don't want to have a full sound of an A. You want to join 2, whatever's behind. In this case, is an N, right?
Come.
So it's on. So if I didn't have that, if I had, and I didn't have the connectors at first, so you guys would have known. So, but anyway, this is a good one to start off of. Okay. So on, if I'd have said aha na, that's what you guys have here. Na ya, but Quan and what's up,
Brother Marcus.
Brother Marcus, Lucky Marcus. Quan and Marcus, they got on. They just put he put too many A's in there. I don't know where you get that A from. But you don't need it right here. You don't need that. You don't need that. You don't say nah. That's what he was trying to do. He was trying to put drop the H, then he was trying to give the full sound of the A right there. He's trying to give that full sound of a nah. but you don't need it because they're joined together to make one sound. That means you're going to drop something. That's the whole idea. When you got dependent connect, you got to really think about it. And when it starts off with an A, you always, almost every time, I don't see, almost every time you'll drop the H because it is a vowel. How many vowels are there, Shah?
2.
What are they?
I and I.
That's exactly right. And it starts off with an A. So it's anya. Okay? All right. So what about the other word? Sharmathaya. Right? Is that right?
Okay.
That's right. So clap it up. Everybody had that right. Shamar. Well, let me make sure. Let me see. Shamar. Somebody got a. Well, I tell you, I Shamar. Yeah. Basically, it's Shamar right here. Shamar. Thaya. So that means basically, because it's the same rule here, you don't need this R here, do you? No, I'm sorry. Listen, Slocky. Take it. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Slocky there, guy. You need the R, but you don't need the A. Why don't you need the A there?
Where we at the rock?
We're right here. And it's my fault, guys, but we'll work on the next one.
Because it's dependent, so we dropped the A.
Exactly. It's dependent. The ma. Why do you need the ma? Because if you didn't have we don't have words that have mara, we don't have that. So you have to have the ma to make that sound, right? And then the ra, you have to have it, so it's mar. It's just asking you to drop the A is what it's doing. Mar. That's what that is. And that's what somebody's got to clap there. Who's that doing that? Somebody saying,
Brother Quan.
Quan understands, right? You understand Quan. Yeah, Quan's understanding now. Quan and Marcus understand. Clap it up for them brothers in there, man. SHAPAR and Quan and Brother Marcus, man. But then I want to make sure, Marcus, y'all type in there, Con, sir, if you understand this, man. Type in there, just make sure you understand. That's what I want you to understand. Shamar. And what does Shamar mean? To watch. That's what we read about in Lamentation 4:6. We have watched. So what is this really saying? Put down up there, Shamar means to watch. Erase what you got right there. Here you go. Because you got it right except for the H.
So take all this.
Yeah, just erase that. Just erase what you put up there, right there. What your explanation is. Okay, and finish. Now go ahead and write Shamar, whatever you had there. Shamar Thaya. Shamar Thaya. Okay? Yeah. And of course, you don't need the A, do you? You don't need this A after Ra. Because it's being dependently sound, right? Who's that?
Brother Quan said, Come on.
Quan understands it? What, Marcus? Who else?
Marcus said concert, Quan said come with con, and Quan also said watch.
Yeah,
Watch.
it's watch. Yeah, it means watch. Shamar means watch, right. So right up there, right under watch, Shamar, watch. Okay? And that's what the word means, man. But in this case, we want to say, I watched. Anya is I, so put I. Okay, and then put ed there, because it's a past tense. Remember, Quan, that's what we was talking about. I watch. So if you want to say I watch and put it's masculine and feminine, so put M and F up there. Yeah, above it. Yeah, that'll work right there. Appreciate that. Okay, so it's masculine and feminine. So what you're saying is I watched, and that's what it is. I watched for a nation that what? Who else?
Oh, that's it, sir.
I watched for a Gawaya. Gawaya is nation, right? Gawaya. Go ahead and put Gawaya up there, just to be putting it up there. Gawaya. And spell it right there in Hebrew. Putting you on the spot.
Oh.
Put it beside it. Ga.
Oh, you got me.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Ga, wa, and then yeah, there you go. Put your connectors on there. Ga, wa. Yeah, look at this. Now you can draw better, them U's better than that, can't you? Put them connectors on there. But you're right. Ga, wa, ya. Because you know now that's what you hear, right? Ga, wa, ya. And that's how, and nation is Ga, wa, ya. So I watched for a nation, man, that could not save us. That's what you would see. Yeah, that's what it means, nation, right? Very good. Let's clap it up for this brother right here, man. Keep learning this Hebrew. Marcus learned the Hebrew. Quan learned the Hebrew. Radazak learned this Hebrew, man. Y'all got it going on up in there, man. Y'all got it going up in there. What a girl? What are women at, man? What are ladies at, man? Akwafian. It's late at night, man. Friday. They normally in here in the chat participate, right? But if the men just over, they doing it, man. But that's what this is, man. It's in the past tense, guys. What this means is last week we put in present tense, to watch, but now we're doing what? What tense are we doing?
We doing future now?
No. What's that?
Oh, that's past.
So that sentence, when you say I watched, that's past.
Okay.
You ain't future yet. This is like something you've done in the past, right? And we watch, right? And that's what it is. That's what the title of our chat was about. Say I watch. And if you say present tense, you would say I am watching. So you would say Anya Shawamar. I am watching. Anya Shawamar. But if you would say I watched already, man, you want to say Anya Shamar Daya. Anya. You see that ED? That's what you picked out. Anya. It's still I. Anya. So you guys make sure y'all pick your notes up. And of course, you watch for a nation that could not save you, man. That's it. Our steps. They hunt our steps. Our end is near, right? So let's clap it up for it, right? Let's clap it up. And let's get ready to put the next one up. But y'all did a fantastic job on this part, especially when I messed the R up right there. But yeah. Yeah, give them the. Y'all write this down, man. Yeah, go ahead and erase that. I guess they've written it down there. Don't erase future yet, though. There you go. Appreciate it. You go ahead and erase that. I think. Let me see. Do I got another word up there close to the? Yeah, erase that. 'Cause I don't want to get confused. I sure enough messed it up with that R there. All right. Now go ahead and erase that. That's I. Yeah, erase that. And stay up here. I want you to write something else for me. If you could, just for your exercise here, man. All right. That's the past tense. So let's keep on here. We're gonna write a few more here. Let's write. So we say I watch. Let's write you watch. Maybe. Let's just show you how we spell this. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna put that one. We're gonna put another one up here to see instead of that one, because that we're gonna surprise you to see how you spell it. Okay. Let's do another one. Let's put down. Let's put down something else. Put down aha. No, ha.
Write it or
Ha, yeah, ha. Write it in always, yeah, write it big, and there you go. That's ha, right? Wa. Ah. A, yeah, there you go. Okay. And then write, put a dot there. Yeah, there we go. Then put sha, ma, yeah, and a ra. Nah, that ain't gonna work. That little small R right there. Yeah, always make things the same size. Just hold on to that. Make things the same size. Everything you do, make sure they're the same size so people can understand it. Now, if that's the case, then that W. That little shot there, make it the same size. There you go. There you go. Okay. Now go put. Okay. Good. You did that, right? Okay. And All right, on these connectors here, let's put down, on this connector, I want you guys to translate this for me. Right? Put down, independent, independent, independent. Independent, and then, dependent. Okay? I want you guys to translate this, because you wrote it down so far. Anytime you want to write it about right there, so we have it on right under, but that'll work right there. No, that's fine. Now see, let's see what we got over there. You can hold on to that, Sean. See what we got. What we got over there.
Oh, nothing yet. Quan just clapped. That was it.
Yeah. Quan understands, and Quan and Radazak and who else in the chat?
Quan, brother Marcus.
Marcus understands. I know Marcus understands because you remember from last week when he took that AH out. He took the H out and put that in together, so I know he understood. He just added the NA for the now. So anyway, translate what this is. Here's another one in the past, man. This is a past tense, man. Tell me what this is in English. That's your first step for translating. And Asha,
Sir?
huh?
Sir?
Asha has put it in what? Ancient, right?
Come.
All right. And next time we're gonna put it in Assyrian. so advanced. If you put it in Assyrian, boy, you really gotta pay attention then. Right?
Yeah, come.
All right.
I have to look at that on Salai, sir, on that Assyrian.
Yeah.
Every time I write it, I gotta go back and look at it.
Oh yeah. You have to. What you got?
Sister Shara.
Shara checking class?
Come.
I do. Go ahead.
Brother Quan. Oh, you might want to write it. I'm about to call him out.
Go ahead and write it up there. Oh no, here. I'll do it because you gotta call out because you can't unless you can see that far. Okay, go ahead. What you got?
Come.
What Quan got?
All right. Brother Quan got H-A.
H-A.
Y-A-H.
Y-A-H.
And the second half is S-H-A.
S-H-A.
M-A-R.
M-A-R, right?
Come.
Okay.
Now, Brother Marcus got H-A.
H-A.
Y-A-A-H.
Y-A what?
A-H.
Okay, I'm sorry. Do it
No,
again.
it's two A's. You got it.
Two A's?
Come good.
Okay.
And his second part is S-H-A.
Uh-huh.
S-H-A. M-A-R.
Okay, M-A-R. Appreciate that. All right.
And I believe he was trying to make a correction.
Go ahead. Let him make whatever.
He got H-H-A.
Who, Marcus?
Come.
Okay, what you got, Marcus?
H-A.
Uh-huh.
W-A.
Oh, W-A. You got H-A-W-A?
Come.
Okay.
A-H.
A-H.
And the sister Lynn.
Lynn, who's that? Checking in from Seattle?
Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon. I knew Sister Lynn. Glad to have you in class, Sister Lynn. Got you and Shara. We'll wait for you guys. And we're going to tell you what we're doing here. We'll tell you what we're doing here. We're doing something in the past tense, man. These are the tenses. And we want you to take the Hebrew that was written out here. We want you to take the Hebrew. And we want you to translate that into English so we can tell you what this means. And so, but you got to translate it. And we got it in ancient Hebrew so you can see it a little better because it has the connectors. That first one in there, man, I was like, I don't know. But we got it right now. I made some corrections, sloppy. Okay? So the first, Quan got H-A-Y-H, right? And then he got Shamar. Then he's got H-A-Y-A-A-H.
Okay.
And then Marcus does. Right?
Brother Marcus got H-A-W-A-A-H.
W-A-A-H. I'm sorry, sloppy. Okay. All right. And we'll wait for you, Sister Sarah and Sister Lynn, because you guys just joined in class, so we'll give you guys a little bit more time here. We want to see, because Quan and Marcus already got some up here. Okay? We'll give you more. In other words, go ahead and translate what this is. Write it down in English what that is. Write it on the board so we'll know. All right? They still write names.
Come.
Good. Got some more?
La, sir.
All right, we're waiting for some more answers here, man. You guys this is a translation that we're doing, and of course we're discussing tonight real quick here the past and the future tense, and we're stuck on the past right now because last week we did the present tense, man, and we want you guys to take good notes, and so you can see the differences, man. And we wrote, we said we had another text in there. We used I watched. We got that from I watched, from Lamentations 4:17, man. The 100 steps, and I watched for a nation, man. Right? Anya. Sharma. Shata Yama. Wa. There's this ice on my mouth. Number one. Ugh. So that's what we're doing tonight. So Barthaya.
Nobody yet, sir.
Okay, we'll give you somebody else got something like somebody do. Check it out. What we got? Yeah.
Hey, Brother Kawhi said, Salakia, I meant Hawa, meaning H-A-W-A.
Okay, well, what does he got? H-A?
W-A.
Uh-huh.
A-H.
A-H, okay, all right.
And the Sister Lynn says S-H-A-M-A-R.
What about the first part?
The Sister Lynn.
Yeah, what did Sister Lynn say?
I'll probably give her a second, maybe.
You said, okay, she got S-H-A?
M-A.
M-A-M-A-R?
R. Come.
Okay, now what about the, she did this part. What about the first part? What she got? Oh, I mean, you tell me, Sister Lynn, what she got?
She said, I'm working on it, sir. I
Oh.
apologize.
No, it's not a problem. Take your time, Sister Lynn. That's why you guys just joined the chat. Just take your time. I mean, I know you're drinking your yam, your water, man, your mayam. You just taking your time. I understand that. Take your time. All right? Y'all take your time. But that's what we're doing. I mean, we're going over the tenses tonight, and we're giving you guys a chance to practice your Hebrew. And that's the best way to do it, to have a virtual class. And that's what this is. You guys learning on your own. You're learning, and all I'm doing is just correcting if I have to. And I'm trying to teach you guys some things and the connectors. So you'll understand, we're giving a lot. I mean, we done went a long way, man, from just writing the word down and going over connectors and ending characters and when you write a character. We got people now writing connectors on the board like it was nothing. So you guys understand. And now you're getting a chance to view the connectors. So you'll understand how it's used. That's the reason why I used the original Hebrew language. So you can understand it. So you'd understand when to drop something, when to add something. And the Assyrian language doesn't account for that. It accounts for ending characters. That's fine, but I mean, it's okay. That's good. Good to know that. But it's not a significant thing. The most, in my opinion, the most important thing that you'll ever learn is these connectors. One of the most important things in the ancient Hebrew is these connectors. They explain to you and they show you how a word is developed and how it sounds. That's why we use the connectors. The upside down U is an independent connector, okay? And then we'll have a dependent connector. We have two sounds depending on each other. Sometimes we have three sounds. It's rare, but it happens. Okay? So you guys take your time and tell me what this is translated. We're waiting for some more people, Sister Lynn and Sister Shara and whoever else. We'll give you guys a few more seconds out, Take your time, Take your time. Anybody else?
Sir.
Okay. We'll give you guys 15 more seconds, maybe, 20 more seconds. We just want to make sure everybody have a chance to look at it clearly. Okay? Good. What you got?
Lynn, the sister Lynn on the first part is H-A.
H-A,
W-A.
Right?
A-H.
Okay, that's what she has, right? All right. Look like everybody got about the same thing there almost. Right? Anybody else?
Sir.
Okay. We'll wait for Sister Shara. SHAPAR, he may be kind of working. I don't know. I'm not sure. But Sister Shara, she'll be participating here in a second here, unless she's just busy. I understand that. Not rushing anybody at all. Just trust me on this. We'll give you 15 more seconds, guys, and we'll move on. We'll interpret. We'll translate this word here, Salakia. You don't have to interpret nothing. We'll show you exactly what it's meant to be. Right? So what we got there? Anybody else?
Sir.
Okay. All right. 10 more seconds there. I'm taking a long time because people checked in the chat, Sister Lynn and Sister Shara, all the way from, what was that? Oregon?
Portland, Oregon, sir.
Yeah, that's a long way to be checking in. Glad to have you, Sister Lynn. Rib of one of the officers, I can't remember. Right?
Trooper Nakwa.
Trooper Nakwa. Yeah, glad to have you. Trooper Nakwa. I got you. Yeah, glad to have y'all. Go ahead. What you got?
And Sister Shara said, Salaki, sir, I'm at my slave. I will be in and out.
Yeah.
And snap short in the words.
I understand. I understand, sis. Just take it. We just give you time, sis. We'll move on there. Good. Glad you said that. I didn't mean to disturb you. Just, keep your slave. Do what you got to do. Okay, listen. All right, Shah. All right, first of all, let's, we're going to congratulate everybody, man, because they actually had, everybody in the chat have this one 100% correct. So we ain't got to do this one to do your shot, except for write it down. Right? So, yeah, write it down. Let me get this right here. Out of your way. Oh, damn it. First time I did it. Lucky about that.
You just need to write the whole thing this way or write it?
Yeah, write it down. Okay, let's write down what this means, man. Okay? This means Hawa'ah, right? So go ahead and, this is saying he watched. Okay, go ahead. He, and we're gonna put down, that's like the past tense, like, there you go. So the way to say he watched is like when you say shamar means again what? To watch, right? Okay, so when we said anya sharamarthaya, last time we said that, right? That means I watched. But this time we're saying he watched. I mean, it's not masculine and feminine. This is when you want to say a male watched something. Okay? So, I don't know if anybody else got some chat. But you want to say he watched. And that means this is the way you would say it if you... Go ahead.
Sister Lynn said, glad to be here, sir.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Appreciate that, Sister Lynn. Yeah, I'm glad. I mean, you're a very faithful sister, man. I'm glad you could check in the class, sis. It's masculine. It's you put a masculine out there. It's masculine, right? Yeah, you can just put it in parentheses like that, or just circle it or whatever. Yeah, it's masculine, man. This is not feminine at all. And we'll write the feminine up here in a second here. He watched. He watched. That means if you want to say, he watched. You say, let's lock it. So did so and so do that? Did so and so do that? Shamar? And I can say, what would you say? How would you say that? Hawa'ah, Shamar. He, Hawa'ah, Shamar. He watched. Because we're saying two things. He, and we're putting the ed on the end of it.
Right.
That means it's past. You just gotta remember Hawa'ah. Hawa'ah. Hawa'ah, Kan. I would say that. Yes, sir, he did. And you say, did he watch a Hawa'ah? Hawa'ah. Hawa'ah. Hawa'ah, Adawan. Shamar. Just like that. He watched. You know? And the word, the base word is Shamar. Again. But when you say Hawa'ah, you're saying all of that. You're saying Hawa'ah. Okay? All right? Anybody else? I didn't know if somebody wrote something in the chat.
That's it.
That's it? And so if you guys understand, I mean, you know, when you say Hawa'ah, you're saying it's a way of saying it's a way of putting the ed on there, because if you say I watched, you say anya, I, anya, and then you have to say shamar, yes, but you have to say thaya. That's for saying I watched, but we wouldn't say he watched, he alone, he by himself, or just he, him, not they. I said he. Then you want to say Hawa'ah Shamar. So if you guys understand that, you know, clap up in the chat. So, you know, that's good, right? Good. Very good. Hawa'ah. So let's put up here another translation, okay? As a matter of fact, leave everything up there. Erase this right here. Well, I'll erase it. Don't get out of your way there. Sloppy there. Okay, do me a favor. Erase the masculine right there. Sloppy. Good. All right. And then put down let me make sure. I gotta check this one. Make sure. Put down. Really? We're gonna add to. We're gonna make this. We're gonna go ahead and show. We're just gonna make this some feminine here. Right? I'm gonna mess up nothing here. Yeah, there we go. And put a ha right there. Okay.
Like all together or separate?
Well, erase this, and then put do me join them two together, and then put independent there. There you go. And then right here, this would be saying, say that word right there. Is put she, by the way.
Shamara.
Yeah. Say it again.
Shamara.
That's right. Shamara. Clap it up for it all. Shamara. Say that again.
Shamara.
Shamara. See, he's been in class long enough to know that what that word, I didn't have to interpret it. So what does Shamara means? She. That doesn't mean she, it just means she watched. It's the feminine form of saying she watched. And then what's the he form? Hawa. So Shamara is like when you said, like, we got somebody in the class. So what they got there? You understand it?
Brother Corn and Sister Lynn.
Sister Lynn, understand that, right?
Yes.
Just clap it up. And Marcus, you understand that too? I'm sure you do. And Sister Shara, Quan, all y'all understand that. That's the important part of it, man. So basically, what have we said here? Explain that, Asha. Explain the tense in the past. It's a past tense, like a woman. You know, a woman really. You know, she may guard the food. She ain't gonna guard no door though. So we say, what's the man? Hawa'a. Hawa'a. When I say Hawa'a, Shamar, right? But when I say a woman, when I put a ra, Shamara, right? Pronounce that again. Shamara.
Shamara.
Say, and what is that?
Hawa'a. Shamara.
Make sure I got that right. What I say it was?
Hawa'a. Shamara.
This is, what is this? No. Do me a favor. It's not how. Put a ya. I'm sorry. Let's lock that. Take that M off of there. Ha ya. Yeah, do that. Put ha. Slocky about that. And then I put a ya. There you go. Ha ya. It's ha ya. So instead of ha wa, it's ha ya. Then go ahead and write that down. Yeah, there you go. It's ha ya. Write it down up to the top of that so they can understand that.
Right.
That is different from take the F off of there. And then write ha ya. Yeah, that's right about there. Ha ya. Yeah, that's it. That's the idea. Ha ya, that's right. Ha ya and shamara. Go ahead and write shamara. Make sure they can always see it. But you good. I think they can see that. Shamar ra. That means to watch in a woman's feminine form, and put an F out there for female. Okay? That's the feminine way of saying that. Instead of saying hawa'a, right?
Okay.
For the man is what? What is it again?
Hawa'a.
Hawa'a for the man, right? So anytime you see a hawa'a, and even in the future tense, a hawa'a, and then a hawa'a is what? Male.
Okay.
But a haya'a, right? So in this case, put down there wa, but just go ahead and write it down there onto the side. Hawa'a, write it, just write it in English, I'm sorry, I apologize.
Like.
Yeah, right, in English form, yeah. I apologize to you. Ha, wa'a, there you go, now put down that equal male. And then down right below it, write it big, just like the haya'a for the female. So they understand it, haya'a. And then I want you to take this green pen and put for the wa in green. The wa, yeah, yes sir. Right there. There you go. And then down to the ya. Put it in another color here. I'm just trying to show that there's a difference here. Let me see here. Let me see if I got another color here. I know I do. I got plenty of colors over here. Put this one in blue.
Okay.
Got it? All right. Put that one in blue for the woman. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. And see if you can see. Step to the side there so they can see. Yeah, they can see it. So hawa'a is when you say hawa'a, you're saying she. Okay? If you say she watched, she cooked, anything that's an action, that's past. Okay? Hawa'a, that's male. But when you're saying, Salaki, get this straight here. If it's the past, it's hawa'a for male. But if you want to say ya, it's haya'a for female. Anytime you can say watching, cooking, anything, driving, whatever. You say hawa'a for a male. Hawa'a. Automatically. Hawa'a. When you want to say haya'a, that's he. He's something with an ed on the end. That's all it is. You want to say something in the past, it's hawa'a. Got it? You want to say something in the past. We ain't got to the future yet, but that's how you would say the past. So you guys understand it. I hope you understand that. So in this case, it's hawa'a shaya ra. That's the female. But what is it for the male?
Hawa'a.
Hawa'a
Shamar.
shamar, right?
Okay.
Okay. And then that's past tense though, right?
Okay.
Okay, that's important, right? But then when you want to say I watch, is Anya Shamarya Sharmathaya. That's a whole Shamarthaya. You know? That's male and female, it doesn't matter. Alright? That's I watch. But if you want to say he watched by himself, like in a male, what would you say?
Hawa Shamar.
Hawa'a Shamar. Right? And then what would you say for the female?
Yaha Shamar Ra.
You know what? I know I put that down wrong. Say it again. Yeah.
Haya'a
For the
Shamar.
female, it's Haya'a, right?
Come.
There you go. It's Haya'a. It's a difference. There's a difference. Anybody else on the chat?
Sir, I'm just checking the quality.
Yeah. The difference is what you see on the board here. And that's important to understand. So if you put this in your notes, you see somebody saying Hawa'a Shamar. But if you see for a woman, it's Haya'a Shamara. In other words, it's generally some version of the male that a woman would say. There's a difference. In ISUPK, we make sure there's a big difference in our language, right? A lot of languages in that's what's confused by the United States, man. They don't put a difference between the male and the female. That's why they got gays up in here. And one bathroom carrying on here. What is crazy ass? I mean, they got the crazy people. Listen, even in our language, we put a difference, right?
Right.
Am I right or wrong? We put a difference up in here. I mean, we say, for a male, we say, Hawa'a Shamar. That's strong, man. And for a female, we're going to say, Haya'a Shamara. I mean, I'm not saying this. I mean, a woman can appreciate this. It's feminine. It's feminine. Feminine. And so we want to say, Haya'a. It sounds feminine. Haya'a Shamara. I mean, even a lot of languages like that, but the Esau language is what? They don't care, man. They can't even identify whether they male or female up in here. Got men running track and winning all kinds of awards, and the poor woman so far behind. And all you got to do is look at our language and see that we got it straight.
Right.
Right? And thanks to Commander General Yohana teaching brothers like me, man. Clap it up. Teaching sisters like y'all out there. You know, teaching sisters like Sharah. And who is that? Sister Lynn. And who else? Labaya. People, that's what we have in class, man. That's, I mean, we teach our sisters, man. We teach our brothers. We're teaching Marcus, man, Quan, Ratazak, Shah, even myself. Commander General Yohana's taught us there's a difference here, man. That's the reason why the Most High wants to separate from these fool heathens out here that don't even understand the difference between a man and a woman.
Right.
I mean, even in that language tell you they don't understand. Right? They don't understand, man. They don't understand that you just something simple like this. It may seem simple, it may seem mundane, but this is real out here, man. Right. Go ahead, what we got?
Sister Lynn clapping it up.
Sister Lynn, clap it up and clap. Right. That's just understand. Go ahead.
And it's heavy that you say that.
Yeah, go ahead.
You got a select few that say, I don't have a gender.
I don't have an officer said, what did we say out y'all?
A lot of them say, I don't have a gender.
I don't even have a damn gender. It's like woman like they ain't got a gender. What kind of foolishness is this, man? In our language, we got a strong language. That's the reason why we need to be ruling. We need to be running this world. That's why when a Mashiach Yahweh Shai come back here, he's going to clear up all this Babylon, this fallen mess. He's going to clear up and cut people's heads off, man.
Right.
Put them in slavery. Put them in servitude. Because they don't even understand who they are.
Right.
Give them a seed. Let them put it in the ground. Let them figure it out. And they're going to look at them and say, Mom and Daddy, who's them people? We're going to say, they're the people that didn't know who they were.
Right.
I'm sorry. They didn't know what, let them straighten this out. They're the people that didn't even know whether they masculine or feminine.
Right.
But you see your language over here, right?
Right.
Your language says, for a sister, Hawa'a, Shamara. That's feminine. But when you say Haya'a, Haya'a Shamara. But when you say Hawa'a Shamar, Everything comes from the base word shamar. But when you put that ra on there, right away, that's a female.
Right.
And then we have to make a difference because the Most High is showing you right in our own Bible and our own writings. We got a long time ago from Adam all the way through Eber, all the way, man. We're letting you know that we are the original, man. That's how you know. I mean, I hate to keep beating this over the head, but that's why you really know who we are, right? So I think people got the point. So we'll clap it up, and we'll go ahead and erase that off the board. We'll get to another one here. I just want people to really understand that, man, because people got so many things messed up and twisted, man. Let's get one out here. Let's get one out here in the future tense for the sake of it, right? All right. Let's get one out here in the future tense, man. Future tense. Let's see. Can we do the future? Let's do one. Let's stay in the past one more time.
Okay.
Yeah, let's stay in the past one more time. All right, that's something all right, put down A. Start over there.
Like Hebrew.
Yeah, Hebrew. Yeah, please for me. A. Appreciate that. In na. And a ka.
Which car?
CH. You know the difference, huh? In, put a dot in there. In and a wa. Did I say that? Yeah. All right, put a no, that's good. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Put a na. Put a dot there.
No.
Yeah. Na. Put a tha. And put a na. And put and then put another dash there, a dot. Yeah. And put a na and a wa. Okay, now give me some connectors right there. I want you to put down this is gonna what are we doing? This is gonna mess people up, I know it is. Oh man. Okay. It's gonna mess them up, I know it is. Put a independent connector, and that's what makes a difference. And put a dependent connector on those two. Make it a little wider so people can see that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And then put a, what'd I say? Oh, I'm sorry. And then an independent and independent. Did I say that? Yeah, that's right. Then put a depend. Oh, okay. Where we at?
Nah.
Right there. Like that. Independent. Independent. Then put. Wait a minute. Let's see. Make sure I want to do that one. What do I want? How do I want to do that one? This is a whole different word here I'm looking at, yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah, independent. Might as well take your time, do it right. Independent. Alright, y'all translate what that is for me. Take your time. Alright, because this is definitely the past tense right here. Okay? Take your time. Tell me what that is. Tell me what that is. Y'all tell me what this is right here. I mean, in English, tell me what this is, because now I got the connectors up here. I haven't used the Assyrian tonight because sometimes Assyrian is hard to understand when it comes to tracking a word down and how to write it correctly. That's why you ask me, it's just a chicken scratch language, but we use it because we have to learn from it. Hey. But this original language here, the ancient Hebrew, that's what we use, man. This is who we are, man. You'll see it, like, you even see it on our war crowns, man.
Right.
All right. But tell me what this is. Y'all tell me what this is. It's the past. It's something in the past. It's a past tense. And pay close attention. Did you erase one of my? Okay. Make sure here. Let me see that real quick. Let me show you. Make sure you cover that word. Always cover everything like that. I don't care how big you gotta make so they can see everything. You know what I mean? There we go. I mean, I do it sometimes too, so. Now, this is a little different from what we've been doing, so pay attention. And it's not different, it's just pay attention to the connectors, to the independent and dependent connectors. Pay close attention to them, okay? What we got? Who got something?
Brother Marcus got.
You got the mark.
Wait a minute, I got one. Let me see. What brother Marcus got? Go ahead.
AH.
Okay, AH, all right.
NC.
In what?
C.
In C?
Come for the car.
What do you
C.
mean?
C for car. CH.
Oh, CH.
A. Put an A on it, sir.
CHA. Uh-huh.
And the second part is NAWA.
Now, well, he really means this. Because you gotta have a. Oh, does he want to draw? Okay, he want to drop. Gotcha. Wait a minute here. Let me make sure I got this right here. Shoot. Yeah, that's right. What does he got right here again? AH what?
AH.
Uh-huh.
NCHA.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I see.
The second.
What else?
Second part is NAWA.
NAWA. Oh, you mean on this? Okay, gotcha. NAWA.
Come on.
Okay.
The,
Uh huh.
the third part is NATHAN.
Okay.
And the last part is NAWA.
NAWA. Okay, and then he's got NATHAN and then NAWA, right?
Come on.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I got you.
Oh, he made a correction. He said he meant ANCHA. Like he dropping the H behind the A.
AN, say it again.
Like he dropping this H right here.
You don't want that H?
Sir.
Okay. All right.
And Brother Quan said AN.
Okay, wait a minute. Uh-huh. Okay. Quan said AN.
ACH.
Well, this is Marcus.
Come
This is Quan. Okay, go ahead.
ANACH.
ANACH.
Come on.
Uh-huh.
The next part is NAWA.
NAWA.
Next part is NATH.
NATH.
AN.
Wait a minute. NAT what?
NATHAN.
NATH. AN.
Come on. And the last part is NAWA.
I gotta get Quan last part again there. NAWA, and I apologize to you. Here. NATHAH.
AN.
Okay, got it. Okay, that's what we got. Yeah, got it. Anybody else?
Nah, sir.
Okay. We're still waiting. We'll wait up a little bit more. Take your time, guys. I mean, you know. Take your time. This is a past tense word here. A past tense sentence, I'm sorry. That's what we're doing now. We done graduated to sentences, man. Well, we're writing sentences now, right? We're writing sentences. And the sentences explain things. And I'm, I see people, you know, I see people, they're putting down answers, they're amending things, and some people, if you study long on this, you'll think wrong. You got to go by the rules. You got to watch, and what are the rules? The rules are the connectors.
Right.
You want to do yours?
Come.
Go ahead. Anybody else in there?
Nah, sir.
You sure?
Come.
Okay. You want to put yours down right there. Yeah. Go ahead. Give me some room over there, a little bit away from this. Yeah. Go ahead, right there. Mhm. Mhm. Make it a little stem, a little longer. No, on the H. I mean, that's what yeah, okay. I see what you had there. That's right. Ah. See if anybody else got anything written down there, bro. That's Aisha, right?
Nah, that's it, sir.
That's Aisha. So we got Marcus, Quan, and Aisha so far. Sister Lynn, we waiting on you, sis. If you, I understand. If you gotta keep going, I got it. We'll wait a little bit more for you. We understand. So Aisha looks a little different. Is he following the rules? Is Marcus following the rules? Is Quan following the rules? We're gonna find out here in a second here. We'll find out. I mean, it's a different word. It's the past tense. Obviously, I'm not using shamar because shamar is spelled shamar, and we ain't got shamar nowhere up there, right?
Right.
We got a whole nother word, right? So let's find out what this is. Anybody else?
Nah, sir.
Okay. I mean, cause we got people at work, Radazak, Sharab, we got everybody, people doing their job. We understand, and I appreciate people checking in, man, checking in their class. This is your class here in South Carolina, man. This is your class. This is your Lashawan Qadash class. That's what we're teaching. The past, present, and future. Last week we did the present tense, of course, and and right now we're going over the past, and we're gonna do something in the future now. But we're still on the past here, and I'm teaching you guys. Go ahead.
Brother Marcus said, Salaki, I'm gonna go with AH.
Okay, he won't change. All right, AH. All right.
NACH.
NACH.
Come.
Okay. And what else?
Oh, that was just
No A.
That was a correction on the first one.
Okay, so A-H-N-A-C-H, okay, all right.
Hold on, hold on.
What Marcus got again?
A-H-N-A-C-H.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I got it. And then he didn't change nothing else, right?
Just the first part.
Okay, got you. Yeah! These brothers up here, y'all thinking it. That's what I'm talking about. That means Lashawan Qadash class is paying off, man, because you guys are thinking. And that's what I like. I like it. You know, right or wrong, it's about your thinking and that you're planning for yourself. You're understanding how to write these words, man. You're understanding how to translate something down here. And the first part is to get the English right. Translating is easy, but you got to get this English right. You got to understand these connections. You got to know when to drop something, when to add something. Anybody else?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. We'll give you about 15 more seconds. Then we'll give you the answer. Then we'll do our last one in the future tense, and then we'll wrap it up for the night. You guys you guys been glorious, man, to sit here and the women have been humble and the men have been on point. Right? You know, you humble the woman and the men on point. That's how we say it.
Right.
Yeah, that's because we make a difference between the man and the woman up here. And our women appreciate that, man. We got real men up in here, man. We got no female men in here. You know, you find that out. Go ahead.
The no gender.
The no gender people up in here, like the Bruce Jenner type. We throw them where? In the trash can.
Right.
Or like what's the other guy? Dwayne Wade?
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry. What they call him?
Oh, Salakia. Speaking
Go
on
ahead.
man, I see something on Facebook. They said
Right.
Tyler Perry is the church version of RuPaul.
Yeah, I saw that. Tyler Perry is a church version of RuPaul. Listen, you say in our language, there's no room. Sir, get your child, get your boy or girl out of church, man. Starting with you,
Right.
grown up. Get out of that church, man. Out of that place that won't teach you the difference between a male and a damn female.
Right.
What kind of mess is that? It makes me want to say other words, but I can't say it. What we got in the chat?
Marcus just said for real.
That's exactly, for real, Mark. Clap it up for Mark. Exactly right. Everybody else in the chat, for that matter. You know, get them out of there, man, so y'all understand. That's why we write the different tenses, and we write them in feminine form, masculine and feminine. Some things are everything sets a precedence for the male, and the woman has to follow that because she's under the male. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
You know, so what's the order? God, Christ, male,
Right.
female. Don't come up here not knowing your what? Not knowing your gender? What the hell's wrong with y'all out there, man, in these church settings out here? You know, starting with Creflo Dollar and TD Snakes.
Right.
You know, all these fools out here, man. You know, I feel like I want to go back up there and start teaching again, man. But I got to do it up in the Lashawan Qadash class. Because these people up here don't even know who they are.
Right.
They go tell us in a language. Then they talk feminine out here. And these men out here singing in these choirs don't even understand. The woman just take over the church.
Right.
You know, I see a woman doing that to me. I say, you really, truly confused. If you actually think you can teach a man.
Right.
The strong woman will always allow the man to run what? Run the household.
Right.
A strong man. And even if a woman knows something more than man, sit your man down and say, Salakia Adawan, and allow him, let him, because the Most High wants to speak to him. He just doesn't have his attention yet.
Right.
Am I right or wrong?
Right.
Go ahead.
And says be humble when you approach your husband.
That's right. Be humble. That's what we said. Women are humble.
Right.
Be humble. You know, if you want him to understand something, cook him that biscuit meal.
Right.
Sit down and make him something nice and say, honey, you know what? I want to know if I can buy a new dress.
Right.
You don't come around, I want to buy a damn dress.
Right.
That ain't how you do it. You go up in there, it's like you Shapar, sitting up there being a little loud and boisterous tonight. This is Friday night, Lashawan Qadash. You know, that's how I teach the class, man. But listen, you know, we teaching the different tenses here in the male and the female form, man. And we also teaching there's some things you can say with the male lead and then the woman will follow. We call it male and female. That's not a problem. We understand that. There's some words that'll understand that's understood. You know, when you say it could be masculine or feminine, because the male is leading out on that. Like you just say, I will watch. You know, when you say Anya Shamar, that's male or female. I will watch. Anya, that's a future tense, man. Anya Shamar. I will watch, right? That means Anya. I'm sorry, Anya. Okay? All right, that's I will watch. That can be either male or female. That's just how it is. Right. Okay, are we done here? Anybody else in the chat?
Brother Quan clapping it up.
Sure.
Brother Marcus said, damn right.
Nah, let's clap it up for them. Exactly right. Clap it up for them brothers right there. They understand, man. And that's what we want you guys to do. Teach your wife, but you got to be patient with women, man. You got to be patient in how you say things to them, because you want the whole idea is you want them to be humble, like a proverb what?
31:10.
Proverb 31 woman, man. You don't go and take their hand and pull them out like the white people do out there sloppy. You don't just take them out on the street and drag them out there and kick them and say, do this. You can't do that. And Isupk, all you got to do is be a man. They'll recognize a man. They'll recognize that man. But all you got to do is be patient. And our first step is how you talk to them. And that's what we're doing here.
Right.
That's why we use the different masculine and feminine forms of words, man. And that's what we're doing here. Am I right? That's how we do it, right?
Come on.
All right. Let's clap it up in here. Let's clap it up here. Let me show you the answers that we have. Okay. Let me see. Marcus and Asha, the officer up here, Officer Shah, newly acquired officer up in here. He got it right. Now tell me why did you put the AH there, Asha? Because you're right. You're 100% right. Go ahead. Why did you do that?
I put the AH because it's independent.
It's independent. Clap it up for that brother right there. Now he done learned the damn lesson just like that. Because he's been in class, man. Because it's independent, it gets his full what?
It's the sound.
Clap it up for that brother. Now you talking English. Now you talking the language, brother.
Okay.
Now you saying in English what Hebrew is. You're telling me you get the full AH because it has a what?
Independent.
Now, if it had a dependent connected, then you would drop that H, right?
Come.
But it gets the full sound, so he has to put an AH to it. And that's exactly why Marcus amended his answer too. I'm guessing, right, Marcus? I don't mean that. But who we got up in the chat right there? Sloppy will say.
Brother Mark said independent.
Independent, exactly, Marcus. Exactly right. That's exactly right. Quan did the same thing, but only he didn't add the H in there, and that's fine. But he got that. He got everything else right on there. Let me see. Yeah, he did. He just needed the H. That's all, Quan. That's all. That's all you need, bro. And because everybody got the last part. Quan, I think you meant. Let's see. He got Nathan. Nathan. What does Nathan mean? It means to give. Nathan means to give. Okay. Then we said, yeah, that's all it means. It just means to give. So we're saying, in effect, aknak, right? We're saying to give, right? So we're saying in effect, well, what does nawa mean? It means we. Put above there, nawa, we. Right? Okay, and then put down here, this is setting you up for the nawa. That means we gave, or we, okay? And then put down here to we gave.
Gave.
Yeah, we gave. Oh, we don't say we give. It's like, you can't say in English we gived, so it's got to be we gave. You got to correct it in English first. We gave. I don't know if they can see that or not. Can they see that?
Oh, God. It just still look black, though. Okay,
gotcha. No, I understand, y'all. That's exactly right. And what does nawa mean again? We. Put we down there. So it means, in other words, this means gave. Okay? So it's gave we or we gave. So aknak, in front of that, was aknak means we. Like nawa means we. But you have to say aknak when you're saying in the past tense. So it's we gave.
So we.
Well, I mean, you know how I mean. It's no, I mean it's understood when you say aknak. It's a future tense of to give. It's a future tense that we gave it. like male or female. It's like because the male leads first. So when you say aknak, you would never say, when you say aknak nawa, you're saying, okay, something we did something here. So we said aknak, especially what do? We gave. We gave. Now but that's why you have to put nawa again. Because you didn't, it would say give. But when you put nawa, it's understood, oh, we gave. So all that's really saying in an effort is we gave. That's we gave. And gave is past tense. To gave. That like to give something. Nathan means to give. But when you say aknak nawa, nathan nawa. When you say nawa, automatically it's putting you in the mind of we. Because nawa is what? Is a put right up there. Possessive adjective, PA. Yeah, just PA. That's close enough. Hey, you gonna circle that if you could. But go ahead, officer. And you got that 100% right. That tells me you starting to understand because and how did you do that, lead it off? Because you know you had other people a minute they asked about yours. I don't know. I'm just saying that. But you did right. Okay. But the fact is, you followed the what? The connectors. Clap it up for them. That's why I put this in what? Ancient Hebrew. What we have up there?
Oh, nothing.
Yeah. That's why I put in ancient Hebrew the connectors, because the connectors tells the full story, man. You can't hardly get this story from the ancient. You can try. I mean, you have to really understand the language to understand the ancient Hebrew.
Right.
I mean the Syrian Hebrew. The connectors help you out a little bit. So that's why I try to prove things in the ancient. And I'm proving a point. I hope people understand what we got up there now. I hope people understand what we've done here.
Brother Quan says, so aknak means we gave.
Aknak, when you say aknak nawa, Nathan, gave is Nathan. You put the nawa because you're saying we gave. Aknak nawa, Nathan nawa. That whole thing. You have to put nawa each time after aknak. Quan. Each time you have to put it past when you say aknak, because aknak is past. Like when you say aknak nawa. You're saying like a bunch of people gave, like we gave. But if you didn't put aknak up there, you just put nathan and nawa, they'll think that it's give. But that's just the way of saying. It's like if I said give, that would be Nathan by itself. But when I say gave, that's just an English way of saying I've done something already. We gave. That makes sense, Quan? Like, did you give? Yeah, we gave.
9 minutes.
Huh?
9 minutes.
9 minutes. Yeah, we gave. Yeah, we gave. Yeah, see, who's got that?
Brother Marcus says, so at any time we use aknak, we have to use nawa?
Yes, aknak nawa. When you're saying aknak, say that's a past tense. That's very good. Aknak nawa. That's exactly right. Aknak nawa. We gave. And then it doesn't matter what other word we watched. Aknak nawa. Shamar nawa. Don't matter. It don't matter after that. That makes sense? Let me make sure on that. Yeah, I know it is. It don't matter what verb you put there. Matter of fact, let me make sure I got that right. We watch. Yeah, that's exactly right. Aknak nawa, shamar nawa. Yeah, it don't matter if you put shamar or nathan. It doesn't matter, but you have to set it up first. You have to say aknak. If you're talking in the past, say aknak nawa. Then put your verb there, and then put nawa again. That way, that's just the way it's written. That makes sense?
Oh, Marcus just said con, sir.
You got it? Very good, Marcus.
And Quan.
Quan, yeah. I mean, I didn't make this up. That's just the way it's written. But you can put in any verb there. We watched, we baked, we looked. It doesn't matter, right? It's as long as it's a past tense. I didn't get to the future tense. We may get to that next week. But we don't have any time left, right?
Lies.
How much time we got?
Oh, 53.
53, yeah, I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't have time to really explain. I don't like to rush anymore. I did that before, and that's not good, and people get things. I was going to put down a future tense here. I will give. As a matter of fact, yeah, we can put it down here. Come here, Sharp, for a second, if you could. Isupk, if you could for me. Put down, we're going to put down, I will give. We're going to put down, yeah, erase that. Hell no. I don't want just save it. I don't want to rush it. Just leave it alone. We don't have enough time because I like to explain things in thorough because of the questions that you're asking. But anyway, Aknaknawa, Natanawa. I could have said Aknaknawa, Shamarnawa. That means I could have said Aknaknawa, Dabarnawa, to speak. We spoke. And that will be we spoke. So you use whatever tense it is in the English, whatever tense it is in English for the past, then you insert that word right there. We spoke. Not I spoke, we spoke. Aknaknawa, because we're talking about past. Now if you want to say you have to say anya. Okay, but in this case we're saying aknaknawa, that means we. Anytime you use a nawa, you say aknak, if you're talking the past. I guess everybody understand that, right?
Okay.
And then it's Nathan, in this case, is to give or gave. So you have to use that tells, when you see Aknak, it's telling you it's in the past. Then it's explaining to you that Nathan needs to be in a past tense. That's all it means. That makes sense? So let's clap it up for class, guys. Now we're going to have Officer Ashayala, to take over class here and read the Hebrew announcement. I'm glad you guys can understand and have evidence of the past from last week. The past, the present from the last week, the past, and we didn't get to go over the future a little bit, but that's what we have. We guys enjoy class there, and join us in next week. We'll do some more exciting things in Hebrew class, okay? All right, go ahead, Ashok.
Shalom. Y'all get that powerful precinct officer Qadash hand on
Right.
one of our class today. ISUPK security announcement.
Right.
We are the ISUPK, start out 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a brother and sister. When a brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother and sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother and sister. There's another 6 months which the brother and sister will court each other. After 6 month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 and 21. Malachi 3:8-10 means 10th in Hebrew, ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of increase the Lord gives to the treasury department. Priest fund, free will offering for priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like, upholding convocation. Passover, the 14th day of the first month, Friday, April 15, 2022. Exodus 12:1-51, Leviticus 23:4-5, 1 Corinthians 5:7-8, and 2 Chronicles 30:17. This year Passover will be held in Cocoa Beach, Florida. Is only for Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. If they're not Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, they are not welcome. Remind Akim and Akwad to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black: boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, shalom.